Hey folks, it's break time, and that means it's another edition of the Anime Break Room with your host Will Medina and Dabir Weeks. Dabir, what's going on, brother? How we doing today?
It's good, Will. I'm feeling pretty good. How about you?
I can't complain, man. Recording on a Saturday this time now.
Saturday, yeah.
So as you guys know, if you have listened to our first episode, me and Dabir are co-workers. So we obviously met at work and everything. That's where we began our anime journey together.
Yes.
So Dabir got a new promotion. Well, not promotion, but what do you say? Like a new job bid? Yeah. So Dabir's working first shift. So now we have to switch some things around. So congratulations on Dabir's new position post.
Thank you.
First shift is like the goal, you know?
Yeah.
That's like the goal of everybody at work we got to make it the first shift. We got to get the first shift. So, you know, Dabir has made his goal the first shift.
Right.
So you get
than I thought.
Yeah, real soon. Well, because you've been at work for like 4 years.
5 years. Over 5 years. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because I'm a year behind you.
Are you?
So, yeah.
I was wondering about that. I'm like,
it's 4. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. So you were a temp.
Yeah.
So you worked there for a couple months, but we've been hired at the same place for as many years, but you're months ahead of me. So it'll be 5 years next week for me.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay,
5 years too long. 5 years too long.
Oh, you love it there.
It's the dream. But no, congratulations to the beer and your new job bid.
Thank you.
I know, like I said, first shift is the goal. You get to live a normal life.
Right. I'm already trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I get home.
Yeah.
It's going to be an experience.
And not to get too much into it, second shift is not bad. I don't mind working second shift. I hated third shift. I did it in another job.
Did you?
Yeah, it sucks. Third shift's worse. Even though second you work during the day, which is whatever, you know.
Yeah.
But third shift is... The human body is not meant to stay up that long.
That's true. Yeah.
You know, or to stay up all night like that. My sleep schedule was crazy. Yeah, so, but congratulations, bro. Appreciate it. I mean, congratulations. Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry. I'm still trying to wake up, honestly. So, but congratulations, man. You're well deserved. I'm happy for you. But last week, last week, bro. First of all, last Saturday was history in the making.
Yep. Yeah.
The greatest awakening in anime history. Argue me if you want, but you will lose. You will lose.
Yep.
Monkey D. Luffy, the awakening of the Gum Gum Fruit, Gear 5, Nika, Joe Boy, however you want to say it. Last Saturday was amazing, Dabir.
Yeah, it was.
It was,
yeah.
brother. Oh, I enjoyed it. I gotta watch it again.
Yeah, again and again and again.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm gonna try to watch it twice today. I'm gonna watch it when we're done recording, and I'm gonna watch it again before the next episode. So,
yes.
But it was great. I enjoyed it. Everything about it was just phenomenal. The animation, the sound effects, the story of the awakening itself. It was top notch. I mean, I don't know what else more to say. I really don't.
What can you say?
It was great. It was great, and we was able to give our reactions and not surprisingly, because we know One Piece is a worldwide phenomenon. But looking at our analytics of the last episode, people over the world listen to our episode, which is pretty cool. It's humbling. It's real
cool
humbling.
To see,
yeah. So people from Indonesia, from India, Germany, Guam, Canada. It just shows One Piece is a worldwide phenomenon.
Right.
You know, and people all over the world enjoy what could be, what I say, is the greatest fictional piece of all time. You know,
agree.
It was cool. It was, like I said, it's humbling to see that, you know. But if you haven't listened to our episode on Gear 5, you know, check it out. If you haven't watched Gear 5, which if you're a One Piece fan, you have watched Gear 5. So, but if you haven't watched it, watch it. And if you have, watch it again. It's that good.
Might notice stuff you didn't notice before.
Yes.
You know, you get past that first watch. What do you want to call it? That first watch I don't know. When you first watch it, you're only focusing on certain things, and then you watch it again.
Because you're kind of in awe.
Ah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You're like, oh, wow, it's actually here. It's actually here. And
Mm-hmm.
then you're actually, when you watch it, second, third, fourth time,
Yeah,
in my case, fifth, you're more settled in and you're more like, okay, now you can look at the details and everything.
Yeah.
But when you first watch it, you're just in awe of the animation. You're in awe of what's going on because the anticipation of this awakening, it didn't disappoint.
Right.
It didn't disappoint. It was being anticipated from a year. It was a year in the making, and it came, and it, like I said, it didn't disappoint. It was amazing. It was amazing. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Once you watch it 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, however many times you want to watch it, you'll notice more, and you'll be more, watch more details and stuff. But it was, phenomenal. Yes. Toei did it. Toei's bringing it.
They always do. They make sure of it.
Oh man, that Toei's bringing the animation. They brought it with Sanji and Queen. They brought it with King and Zoro, which that was and I agree. I agree what you said. I don't know if it was last week, maybe a couple weeks ago. I think it was last week. You said Sanji and Queen's animation was great, but they upped the ante with Zoro and King. They upped the ante, and you can tell it was just like, ooh, like that animation was just cinematic at
at its finest.
Yes, it was just amazing. And then, of course, they got to go all out for Luffy.
Of course,
so, that animation with Luffy and just the Toon Force and all that, it was great, man. I loved it. Like I said, I'm definitely gonna watch it again once we're done recording. So I'm gonna rush through this recording and watch it again. But it was great. It was great. I enjoyed every minute of it. I did. But this week, Dabir, this week we're gonna talk about one of the most unique characters in the anime that opened the door for North America. We're gonna talk about Trunks from Dragon Ball Z.
Trunks. Yeah, I know that name.
Yeah. A guy who, in my opinion, had probably one of the most coolest debuts in anime. Yeah. Really did. Once he came on the scene, everyone was like, whoa, wow. But there's so much to this character. He's a very interesting character, very unique character. But we'll get into it. Trunks this week. But Dabir, let's chop it up.
All right.
So I don't know. Okay, you didn't say this when we first met, but once we, were kind of talking more at work and stuff like that. Yeah. I think you mentioned to me a little bit. You are a huge Bruce Lee fan. Yeah. And we have confirmation, I thought this was pretty cool. I saw a trailer teaser on Instagram. I didn't know if it was real or not, but I did send it to you. And then it got confirmed from Brandon Bullock, who we follow on Instagram. Yeah. He's a good follow. He's great with anime news. If you haven't followed him, follow him. His Instagram name is Goat Brandon. Definitely follow him. But he confirmed that it's an actual anime. There's gonna be a Bruce Lee anime.
I'm excited for that.
Yes, next year. I can't wait. I want to know when. I want to know. I'm assuming it's gonna be mid to late 2024. That's what I'm assuming. So they just confirmed that it's in the works, and they showed the teaser trailer. And it gives you 90 vibes. Yeah,
it does.
It looks real good. It looks real good. You had that 90 feel animation. It looks legit. It looks like it's gonna be really well done. I wonder what the story's gonna be. Right. Right. And you said that his daughter's working on it?
Yeah, it was created by his daughter Shanna.
Really?
So I thought that was pretty cool to find out. Oh wow, really?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's neat. I remember, I haven't, you said you watched most of the movies. Most of the movies.
But it was when I was younger though.
Yeah. So I only watched when they did the movie on his life, basically, and how all the dojos were upset with him because he was training everybody martial arts.
Yeah.
And they did not like that. Like all the other dojos, like, dude, don't train everybody. Just train our people.
Right.
But he's like, nah, man, martial arts is for everybody. And like I said, he seems like he's a person where he's mentally strong.
Yes.
He's mentally strong, not just physically. He's good with who he is, and he's mentally strong. And his philosophy on life was just top notch. Like it was like no other.
Yeah, it was inspiring as a kid. Like, okay, I want to be just like that.
Yeah, right. He's very, very inspirational. So I'm excited for that. I might actually try to watch some of his movies now that I know that, because maybe they might incorporate some scenes from those movies. I
believe they will.
That would be probably pretty cool. Like Enter the Dragon, I think, is one of them. The Way of the Dragon, Fist of Fury. Those were classics back in the day.
I'll have to rewatch them all now.
I know.
Yep, got to.
Yeah, nostalgia, man.
Right.
Nostalgia at its finest. But it sounds like I'm interested. I'm really interested. Like I said, I really am interested to see where the story goes. How, like, what they're doing as far as story. You know what I'm saying? But the fighting scenes are going to be amazing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I already know it.
You already seen... it's a Boruto. I haven't watched Boruto, but it was the one fighting scene with it's Naruto teams up with Sasuke to fight this. I can't remember what the other guy's name was. Monohiki? I can't.
I don't think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. If they can do hand-to-hand fighting scenes like that, I can't even imagine what they're gonna do with the Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That's gonna be epic.
Yeah,
that's gonna be
so
epic.
clean.
Yeah. So I can't wait for that. It's 2024. 2024 period is going to be a great year for anime. Yeah. It really is.
It's back to back. I feel like this year was amazing.
Yes.
And they're going to keep it going as long as they can.
Oh, my God. Well, this year ain't done.
Right.
we got some
done,
right? We got AOT, the final part. The final part.
Final number 3.
Yeah. We also got Undead Unluck. That's coming out, which I'm reading the manga, and it's amazing. Like the manga's great.
And you can't wait for that because I haven't even started reading it yet.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I think you'll like that. You know what I'm saying? So there's still more to come for 2023, but 2024 is lining up to be.
They're just like, don't worry, fans. We got more coming.
2024 is telling 2023, hold my beer.
Right.
Just hold that real quick, because you have Kaiju number 8. You have My Hero Season 7, which is the final season. Which I kind of, because now reading the manga, I want to know if they're going to break it into 2 parts, because there's a lot. It's a lot going on. Okay. So I'm kind of interested to see if they're going to break it into 2 parts. But it's where I'm at in the manga. I haven't read the new chapter yet.
Okay.
Gotta read the new chapter, but it's phenomenal. Like I'm enjoying it. Mashal, season 2, that's gonna be fire. They're doing the the Divine Visionary selection. It's not the actual test. It's just a selection from the Easton High School.
Okay.
Yeah, the Easton Academy. That's what they're just selecting their few from that academy to take them to the So that's gonna be good. And plus, there's a fight in there that Mash gets into. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's phenomenal. Like I said, I'm as far as Mash, I'm reading that, and it's gonna get better from here on. It's gonna get better. Yeah. So I'm excited for that too. Also, like I said, 2023 is great because. Like you said, JJK season 2, which was great. They took a hiatus this week. We're waiting for the Shibuya arc, which I heard nothing but good things about. I heard it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be crazy. But also the remake of Rurouni Kenshin.
Ooh, I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And there's some things that they are changing up. Because it's following strictly the manga,
and I like that.
Yeah,
I like that because I didn't see from the last episode. I didn't see that coming.
Oh,
was it the last episode? No, before the recent episode. So last week's episode
with Sanosuke.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, with Sanosuke.
Like, you just said his name. Why can't I remember it?
Sanosuke, yeah. With his captain getting beheaded.
Yeah. Oof. That was not in the original.
That wasn't the original. I messaged Lito. I said, bro, that wasn't in the original. They didn't do that in the original. No, that's the manga. He goes, dude, because in the original, they pushed him off the cliff, and then you saw the bullets fly, and they shot up his captain, the guy he looked up to.
Right.
This one, they just off his head.
He done ran up, pushing everybody out the way to see his head on a plank. I'm just like, yo,
that was crazy.
Did not see that coming.
That was crazy. I'm looking. I was like, something's not right. This is different. This is different. I felt it. It was different.
Yeah, I felt it. It added more to him bouncing back. Like, no, this fight not over. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was good. I definitely enjoyed it. And this week is going to be pretty good too, because they have the one character who tries to bring that Batosai back into Kenshin. Yeah. Kurosaki?
Yeah, I believe that's his name.
Yeah. Kurosaki. Yeah, so they try to bring him back. He tries to get Kenshin to be that manslayer, to be that Batosai again.
Yeah, you want to bring him back to his 10 years ago.
Yes. So it's good. It's good. I haven't watched that episode yet. I'm going to watch it. Probably once I get done and watch Gear 5.
It was good.
I watch Gear 5 more times and then I watch Kenshin, But it's great. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying Kenshin. I'm glad that they're actually following the script, they're following the manga.
It's always good.
It is. It's always good. So it's exciting. It's exciting to watch. And then Zom comes out tomorrow.
Yes. I've been waiting for it to come back.
It took a little bit of hiatus. I think it took a hiatus last week, and then the week before they aired it on Monday instead of Sunday. I think it comes back on Sunday.
Okay.
This week, if I'm not mistaken. It's so relatable.
It is.
It's so relatable. I think Ito has said, he goes, I love how relatable this anime is. Like you can really feel what Akira is feeling, especially in those first couple episodes.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't heard of Zom 100, it's about this character, Akira. He finds his dream job. He thinks he's made it and everything. And then once that heavenly grace period falls, he's miserable. His job works him to death. They underpay him. He's not getting paid right, and he's going through all of this, and he's working crazy overtime, and he has no life. And then all of a sudden, a zombie apocalypse happens, and he gets excited because he doesn't have to go back to work.
Yes.
So he's living his life. He's living his best life through the zombie apocalypse. So it's a good story. It's a good story. It's funny. It has great humor, but it has some. I feel like there's some great development in there too.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like it already started with. I don't really want to spoil
Kensho,
but yeah, his friend.
Yeah. His best friend Kensho. Yeah.
There was some development with him in their friendship too, because they talked about how they left off when they. Last time they saw each other. So I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, Akira kind of snapped on him. Yeah. But Kensho was lying about, how great his life was and everything.
Yeah. It had a heart to heart. And that's always good to have that with a friend.
Yes. Because sometimes, you go through issues with a friend, and you have to settle. You have to resolve it. Be men. Be adults, I should say. And not be men. Be adults. Yeah. Because, everybody goes through it. And so... you gotta have that heart to heart. So it was good to see. It was good to see them have that heart to heart.
I sat there. I was just like, okay, I like that. I like how they was able to, because as they got the comedy in there. They mix in a bit of everything, and it felt good.
It did. Yeah, I agree. So I'm excited for the next one. Oh, and then Ito had told me that the manga, there's a couple of scenes that are different from the anime.
Oh, really?
Excuse me. So there was the one scene where the girl, I can't remember her name. The girl, when he meets her,
the one he was in love with.
No.
No, the other, the new girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there was that scene with the truck driving to the convenience store.
Yeah.
He goes, he told me something else, but but the one part that I remember that he told me that in the manga, she didn't have a bike of her own. She stole his bike. Yeah.
Yoink.
Yeah, that was funny. So that happened, and then the whole beer episode wasn't an episode. It wasn't in the manga, like how they perceived it in the anime. It was. So when he confessed his love to his coworker as she's a zombie, when he was climbing down in the manga, when he's climbing down, that's when he met the people on the bridge, on the porch, on the balcony. Yeah. That's how it wasn't just, like how they perceived the anime where I want beer, I'm gonna climb down. And then he saw those people. No, it was happened as he was running away from his. His crush or whatever. Right. Yeah. So. Oh wow. Yeah. So it's definitely different. I like the anime. I like where it's going. Yeah. My girl saw the live action on Netflix and she said it was trash. So, which is always the case. Yeah. Unfortunately. Yeah. But as far as what should I say? As far as the anime, it's great. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying every minute of it. Do I want to read the manga? Maybe, because Ito got me into thinking how different it is.
Right, it makes you want to know. You want to see what the author really wanted you to see.
Right, yeah, but understand. I think I'm good with just watching the anime for right now. So, but like I said, 2023 is ending off with some bangers. 2024 is going to carry that momentum, so we're excited. Yes. We're excited. But we're also excited to talk about our lunch break topic, which is Trunks.
Boy with the swag.
Yeah, he had a lot of swag. He had a lot of swag. I agree. A lot of swag from Trunks. Actually, when he first started, so when I first watched Trunks, I remember maybe 13, 14 years old. I can't remember. I was young Will. Let's put it that way. I was young Will. So watching that, I watched it on VHS. I used to get those VHSs from from the one mall called it was the Eastern Hills Mall. I used to get it at a store called Sunco.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they always would have all the VHSs of DBZ and stuff like that. So when popped it in and when we saw, I think it ended on a cliffhanger when Frieza was gonna go destroy. He came to Earth looking for Goku. Yeah, he was gonna destroy everything, and that's where Trunks came out of nowhere.
Right out of nowhere.
Yeah, probably like I said, probably the best debut in anime. It's up there. I'm not gonna say it's the best, but it's definitely one of the best debuts in anime because when he came on the scene. Like, I agree. He had so much swag, but he was very mysterious.
Right.
Like, everybody was like, yo, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, he turned Super Saiyan. And it's like, whoa.
That just added more to it. Like, we know what that is.
Yeah.
How is he doing that?
Yeah. He was like, okay. Whoa, how? Is there another Saiyan? There's another Saiyan somewhere? And it's like, yo, it's nuts. But, yeah, he was very mysterious, and he had this swagger, he had this confidence when he's fighting Frieza.
Right.
And he told Frieza, he goes, Goku's not the only Super Saiyan. I remember that quote too. And I'm just like, yo, this dude. I'm like, man.
PTSD, poor Frieza.
Yeah. Frieza was like, no. Another monkey. I'm like, okay, this dude, he needs to relax. Right. But it was great. Like I said, watching Trunks, watching that scene, and then like him just taking out Frieza, and then he turns Super Saiyan. He has a sword. It's like,
and then has a sword. Like we're not used to nobody walking around with a sword.
Yeah, especially in DBZ.
Right.
And you're just like, yo, what the heck? Like, who is this dude? And so he's fighting Frieza, and I remember the one part where it's like he's doing Naruto hand signs.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then he's setting up his energy blast, his ki blast, and. I was like, so dude, cool, it was everything he did was so cool. Yeah. Everything he did was so cool. And then he comes up, because I think that blast was a decoy to get Frieza up in the air. And then he comes up and then he just slashes Frieza in half. And then continues to dice him up.
And Yo, did not see that coming.
Nah. Yeah.
And then just like
And then he just blasted all his pieces away.
incinerated the rest.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's it?
Yeah. Game over. Game over. Game over. Get out of here, Frieza. Scoot. You know, it was great. And then he takes out his dad.
And then
he makes his dad is like light work. He just easily takes him out like nothing, you know. And it was just so great. And then to see the other Z Warriors and Vegeta,
oh my
just
God. And Vegeta just looking like,
he's like, there's no way there's another Super Saiyan. There's no way. It's like, who is this guy? It was great. It was great. You know, that scene, like I said, that scene with Trunks and you know, he was it, man.
Yeah.
He was it.
Yeah.
He was the guy that's like, yo, I think everyone was like, yo, I'm a fan of this guy.
That's what I was just thinking that, like, he was a favorite character for a long time.
Yeah.
I can imagine when he first showed, he was everybody. Oh, I'm Trunks. I'm Trunks.
Yes. Everybody jumped on that bandwagon real quick, and I, like I said, rightfully so, because he was it, man. I was like, yo, this dude is ridiculous, you know. Then when you find out more about him, when he talks to Goku and all that, and the whole finger with the sword, that was great.
Scene was amazing.
Yeah.
I just love the way they just did.
He was testing his strength, and he goes, yeah, man. He goes, all right, I'm gonna attack you. I can't remember word for word the dialogue, but I remember, you know, he goes, listen, you know, I want to see how strong you really are, basically, because, you know, Bulma in the future, we'll get into it, always talks about how, yo, Goku this, Goku that.
Yeah,
you know? So
he just got to hear his story, so he got to finally meet him.
And so when he attacked him and Goku's like, okay, he turned Super Saiyan and with the finger and he's blocking his sword attacks. I'm thinking, damn, man.
And the way they just showed it, like him just blocking it with just moving his arm, just all of that, amazing.
And I remember the one part where they go, what was it? Somebody said, oh yeah, okay, the guy put his sword away, and Krillin goes, yeah, Goku put his finger away too. I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But it was great, man. Like I said, that scene was great. That you know, that introduction to Trunks was great. You know, it really was. It really was. I enjoyed every bit of it.
Absolutely.
You know, and this is why I want to do this episode for Trunks, because you see how once we get to know the story of this Trunks, he's from the future, and what he's going through in the future.
Right.
You know, he's going through a lot. He's going through basically what it seems like is like an apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The androids took over. They destroyed Earth. He's living in fear.
Yeah, they're massacring every human they see, like on sight.
Yes. Everything is just everything is just in total shambles in his world. And then you look at present Trunks, and it's a whole totally different character.
Yeah,
it's a kid who's enjoying life, who has both his parents. Mind you, future Trunks never met Vegeta. He never met his dad.
He never even met him.
Yeah, so he only heard stories about his dad. Present Trunks has his dad, has his mom, is living a great life because Capsule Corp. Capsule Corp is one of the biggest companies in the DBZ universe. You know, Dr. Brief and all that.
Yeah.
So he's living a normal child life. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing childlike things.
Yeah.
You know, because he's able to, because he doesn't have that. Right. He doesn't have that pressure like future Trunks has, where he had to grow up fast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He had to be more mature, quicker, and he had to try to get stronger to defend against these androids.
Right, he had to be a protector.
Yeah. So at least, and then President Trunks had Vegeta and Goku to do all that.
Not a worry in the world.
Yes. And then what's also interesting too is that future Trunks had Gohan as a brother. Now, if you watched the history of Trunks, you've seen how future Trunks looked up to Gohan.
Yeah, that was, like you said, that was his big brother.
That he idolized Gohan, and that Gohan, and this is shout out to Derek Bull, because you already know how he's gonna go. That Gohan was the pinnacle. Like
that was top. Yeah, top
yeah,
tier.
that was a
Gohan.
top tier Gohan. You know, I love seeing that. But if you have a chance to watch the history of Trunks, definitely do it.
Oh,
definitely do it.
We recommend.
It's a movie about, you know, Trunks' time and, you know, his time era, his timeline, and how the androids took over and how he became Super Saiyan and all that. Probably one of the best movies I've ever seen. The best DBZ movie, period.
I was so happy to watch that. Like
yes.
I remember the joy. I don't even remember when. I just remember the joy of sitting down and starting that movie.
Yes, it was good. It was dark. It was a great story. Like this whole Android saga, Cell saga, had a great story. It was probably one of the most detailed stories in Dragon Ball.
That's why it's my favorite saga.
Yes, it definitely is one of my favorite saga. But to go back on, all Future Trunks had was Gohan.
Yep.
That's all he had. And he looked up to Gohan. Gohan trained him. Gohan helped him along to try to get past this life that he's like this misery. You know what I'm saying? That he's living, and this nightmare that he's living, and Gohan was everything for him.
Yeah.
Gohan was everything. And then, man, when they got Gohan, first of all, like I said, you gotta watch the movie. The History Trunks movie is phenomenal.
Yes.
First of all, Gohan in the previous fight when they fought the androids, he lost his arm. You know, because he had Trunks helping, and then there's a situation where Trunks got knocked out. They were gonna kill Trunks, the androids, and Gohan saved them, but he sacrificed his arm. He lost his arm. So at the end of the movie, Gohan is gonna go fight the androids. He doesn't want Trunks to. You know, he's trying to protect Trunks. So he knocks him out.
Like, you're not ready for this
fight. Yeah. Trying to kind of, you know, he's not ready. He knocks him out. He kind of puts him to the side and goes and fights Android 17 and 18. Bro, he holds his own with one arm.
He was doing his thing until his stamina ran out. Because as you know, androids they're unlimited stamina and energy and all that. Right.
So that scene where Gohan is just holding his own against two androids, two killer androids with one arm was ridiculous. He was putting in work. I agree. He was putting in work. And then to see that, and then ultimately Gohan does die, but that was great development for Trunks. Yeah. Because when he saw that, bro, that scene is so iconic. He's just
giving me chill because I'm literally like playing it through my head right now.
Yeah.
Like him just walking up to like,
in the rain.
Oh my god. Just looking at him, and we seeing Gohan face down in a puddle. Like, no.
Because that's all he had. Like, okay, he had Bulma too. Don't get me wrong. You know, that's his mother. You know, and his mother was always trying to keep hope with him. And but as far as a male figure, that's all he had.
His big brother, his sensei, it was everything. It was everything to him.
He never met his dad. This is Future Trunks. He never met his dad. Never met Goku. All the other Z Warriors died in the fight against the androids. Yeah. Gohan is all he had. Yeah. And he lost that too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, as far as a male figure, who else am I going to go to? There was nobody else for him to go to. Right. There's nobody else to understand.
Also understand.
Yeah, who he is. You know what I'm saying? Because Trunks he's half Saiyan. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Half human, half Saiyan. Yeah. So Gohan was relatable to him. You know what I'm saying? He could relate to him. But now that he's gone, who else do I have? Like it's like who else do I have? I lost everything, and you could see the emotion just boiling over. You know what I'm saying? It was so epic. How he turned Super Saiyan was it was great.
That was a breakthrough, a snap. That was sadness, the rage, everything.
Everything. It was all the emotions in one. It was such a great scene. And I definitely, like I said, you gotta watch that movie. It shows exactly what's going on in that time era. Yeah. And in that future era. And it's great. It was well done. It was so dark. Yeah. It was so emotional. Yeah. There was a lot of emotion in that. Was. You know, it was. I mean, there probably was some comedic relief.
I think it was a little bit here,
little bit here and there,
but it wasn't focused on that in the movie.
Yeah. It was. It captured the fear and the misery of what that time, that era was going through. It was so good. Like I said, if you have a chance to watch that movie, definitely watch it. But that's what that's what Future Trunks was going through. And he, like I said, he lost everything. He just didn't have anything else. You know what I'm saying? So he had to grow up. He had to be the protector.
He just had to, yeah.
He had to be, the one to, it's either me or nobody to take out these androids. Right. You know what I'm saying? That's all he had. So, but he ended up going to the past, warning everybody, telling everybody all that, hey, these androids are serious, know. But it was, like I said, that Future Trunks, from his whole development, everything, it was so great. And then to see him fight Cell too. Oh, so man. So it's funny. Let me rewind back. I like because the fight with Cell kind of was leading up with something. Yeah. Because his reaction with Vegeta, Future Trunks' reaction with Vegeta at first. Yeah, let me rewind back. His reaction with Vegeta at first. He was like in awe, but at the same time feared him because Vegeta's just
his presence that he gives off.
Yeah, Vegeta's just like a no nonsense,
mean mugging, just looking at him.
He goes, "What are you looking at?" And just nothing. And at that time, Trunks was stronger than Vegeta. Because Vegeta he didn't turn Super Saiyan yet.
Nope.
Trunks was stronger than Vegeta, but he knew that's my dad. Wow, like I saw my dad, and he goes, man, but he's kind of scary. Right, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like it looked like he wanted to say, go talk to him, but the way Vegeta was being, it's just like, ooh, let me not walk over there.
Yeah, let me not do that. He looks mad. Yeah, he looks mad, But I love that reaction. And then for them to actually, so when Vegeta finds out who he really is and all that, when they train in the hyperbolic time chamber, it's funny because the way Vegeta treats Future Trunks compared to present Trunks is night and day.
Absolutely different.
Vegeta's more harder because he's older and he realizes that he is the hero of his time. Yeah, Vegeta's like, I can't go to your time every time you have a problem. Yeah, you have to figure that out yourself. You
gotta want to get stronger than what you are now. Yeah.
So, but what he is with present Trunks, it's like, all right, let's go to the park.
Yeah,
here's a new toy. All right, let's do this. Come on,
I'm glad he's doing that though. Right. It's not just being the same way to both of them. Right. He realizes he's his son's younger.
Like I said, it's two different. Like you said, I think it's two different characters. It's two different people. Yeah. Yes, they have the same name. Yes, they look the same, but Trunks is maybe 8 years old.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Present Trunks. I think Future is like almost 20. Maybe he's like 18. Something around there. Yeah. And you can just see, he's telling him, listen, this is your, especially in Super, which I don't want to get too much into Super because I think Super put a bad taste in my mouth as far as Trunks.
Definitely changed.
They definitely changed. But you can see that he was a lot more harder on Future Trunks because he knew that he had to be the one to take care of business back in his time and everything. Yeah. That's how I look at it.
He's literally the hero of his time.
Yeah. That's how I kind of look at it. So it was interesting to see the dynamic of Vegeta's with the relationships with Trunks, with both his sons. You know what I'm saying? And to see Trunks and how he reacts to Vegeta, especially at first, he was very timid, very shy, kind of nervous. I think he was a little scared, which is kind of normal. Understandable. Yeah. It is kind of understandable. But it was cool. It was cool to see that. And then, they're training together, and then they had a little spat. He was like, "You got to destroy these androids now," and then Vegeta's like, "I'm Super Saiyan, bro. Calm down.
It's fine. I
got this." And then he goes, "Are you really that arrogant?" He goes, "Bro, watch who you talking to, all right?
Do you know who you speaking to?
Yeah.
The prince.
So it was great. It was great seeing that those two go at it, and then in the hyperbolic time chamber, even before the hyperbolic time chamber, when Vegeta was on that cliff after he got his ass beat by 18. My God. Yeah, she worked him. After he got beat by 18, he's just staying on that cliff, and Trunks is just looking at him, and the whole time, I think he was like 3 days just standing there on that cliff, looking up. Yeah, and then Trunks was like, "Bro, my dad is an intense dude, you know? It was like, wow, you know?
Yeah.
But he was just like, he admired his dad.
Yeah, absolutely.
As arrogant as Vegeta could be, as rough around the edges Vegeta could be, Future Trunks was like, yo, I think he admired his dad. Like,
you can tell
really
he wanted
did.
to be more like him, especially when it comes to his strength, because like you said, you know, when they first met, he was stronger than Vegeta, but then Vegeta's already already went
close
past
the gap.
that.
Yeah.
Real quick too.
Yeah, very quick. You know, but it was like I said, I love their dynamic. It was great. I love his dynamic with Future Trunks, and I love his dynamic with Present Trunks. It works out because, like you said, you have to treat them differently.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You have to treat them differently. It's two different situations.
Right.
You know, and this is why I say Trunks is a product of his environment. I always say this for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, because I have friends who live in the countryside of the city, you know, or like countryside, you know what I'm saying, in suburban area, and they hunt and they are always outside and everything. And I grew up in an urban neighborhood where video games and anime and all that was popular with all my friends and stuff like that. Yeah, that was the norm, but their norm is different. So when I how can I say, interact with them, I'm like, wow, these dudes is different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I have a friend who lives out, you know, in that area and stuff. And he's one of the coolest dudes I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? And he's very, like, his family's very wholesome. They take you in and everything. But his lifestyle is different compared to how I live. You know what I'm saying? At night, they leave the doors unlocked. I'm locking mine up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who.
Everything
but
is locked. Yeah.
But it's the product of your environment. You know what I'm saying? And Trunks is... You see, the Future Trunks is a product of his environment and how he lives his life compared to Present Trunks, where he doesn't have a care in the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a need to. You know, he's always getting in trouble with Goten. You know what I'm saying? Or they're in a big fight with Boo, and they're just, oh yeah, we're gonna start from base form and then Super Saiyan and then Super Saiyan Ultra and then we're going to Super Saiyan 3. That's how we're going to do it because that's how real heroes do it. I'm just like, no, dude, just fight the guy, man. Just try to win. Earth is kind of like on the line here. It's like, oh no, but we got to drag it out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God. But you could just see the difference. Yeah, and I'm glad Toriyama showed the difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it was great. It was great. It really was spectacular. You know, and it was, like I said, it's night and day. It's night and day compared to those two guys. Like I said, they're the same character, but yet they're not really the same. They're not really the same. So it was cool. And then, like I said, Present Trunks is like, eventually he gets, you know, as he gets older, he's going to be more mature and stuff, but he doesn't have to be. There's a lot of pressure on Future Trunks. A lot of pressure. You know, he has to deal with a lot more. And like I said, he's the strongest being of his time. Right. You know, I don't think there's anybody else that even comes close.
No.
You know, now that I think about it, you know.
Not on that planet Earth. No.
Yeah, because he lost everybody. You know, he knows what loss is. He knows what losing a loved one is all about compared to Present Trunks, where he's just like, yo, am I going to get this new video game or something? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Goten wants to come over, you know, and they're doing something crazy, you know. Yeah. So, like I said, just the dynamic of those two was displayed perfectly. You know, I loved it. I loved it from start to finish, how they did that.
Me too.
But, you got anything else? I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, this is fun. No, like I said,
it was bringing back all of the
bring back. There's a lot of nostalgia. Like I always say, Dragon Ball Z opened the door for anime in North America.
And I agree with that 100%.
It did. It opened the door. But the big three knocked that door down, and they hit mainstream like no other. But if it wasn't for Dragon Ball Z, if it wasn't for what Dragon Ball Z did for North America, we wouldn't have all these other animes.
Right.
So
that's true.
You know, Dragon Ball Z is still in my top 10, obviously. You know, you gotta put in your top 10. Especially if you're 30 years old and you still watch anime.
Yeah. If it's not in there, something wrong.
Yeah.
You need to go back to the classics.
Yeah, absolutely. So Dragon Ball Z was definitely, like I said, it was the pinnacle of anime back in the 90s. Like Like if you didn't watch Dragon Ball Z, you wasn't cool. I don't care.
Exactly.
Because everybody watched it. Everybody watched it. You know, it was so cool. It was so unique. And like I said, this Trunks character just added another dynamic to that. You know, and it was great. It was great to see. It was fun. And like I said, thanks to Dragon Ball Z, we have all like an abundance of anime, and it's great. It's great. Yes.
Perfect word to use.
It's great
because it's just so much.
Yes. Like you have One Piece, you have Bleach, you have Naruto, you have Demon Slayer, you have AOT. It's
you can go the list all day.
The list goes on, but none of that would happen without Dragon Ball Z. So we appreciate what Dragon Ball Z has done for North America. Akira Toriyama, we appreciate what he's done for the anime community here in North America. So we're excited. This was fun. Talk about Trunks. Next week we have a special guest. My baby sister, D Money Coins herself. She likes that name. No, my sister Daisy is back on next week, and we get to talk about another '90s anime. One of my personal favorites, Dabir, Cowboy Bebop. So I'm excited for that. That's gonna be great. My sister's excited. She's ready. She loves Bebop. As you know, Spike Spiegel is her favorite character of all time. So it's gonna be fun. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
I get to rewatch it again because I had to rewatch it. What was it, like a month ago? I was like, oh, I need to rewatch this.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to talk about. But to catch Anime Break Room, you can always catch us on Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and iTunes. Also, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our social media pages, which are Dabir,
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes, so check us out. Anime Break Room. So many outlets. We're just trying to get better. We're trying to.
Oh yeah.
We appreciate all the support, but we want to get better. We want to continue to be better and to bring you the best content we can bring you. So with that being said, Dabir, you're all good?
Yeah.
All right. Break time's over. Have a good day.